Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Laura Johnson here with IMES. We've got Harold, our regional VP with Athene here on the line with us today. We're going to be going over a concept that I think is underutilized a lot in the industry right now, and it's a topic that a lot of clients have concerns about, are taxes, obviously. So we're going to talk about Roth conversions, partial Roth conversions, and how we can utilize those in our business practice, and then also just how easy Athene really makes it for the Roth conversion process. So excited to have you all on here. We'll also highlight one of the, I think we would say, #1 selling product for a couple of years in a row now in the industry. So for those of you who don't know, Laura Johnson, been with IMES for a long time, did about 9 years in the new business side of the business, and I've been on the sales side now for 9. So run one of the teams here on the annuity division. So anytime you need assistance with anything, you can always utilize me as a resource. I'm just going to go through a quick couple slides, going to throw up a few poll questions along the way. The quicker we answer those, the quicker this goes. So first thing I'm going to talk about is our new producer bonus. So this is for any of you who are maybe considering joining IMES or maybe just recently came on board with IMES. A great way for us to partner with you off those first pieces of business that you do right with IMES. As you can see, we've got 5 different tiers, and this is really geared toward marketing. The goal with this is to, after those first few pieces of business, help put together more marketing strategies for you, whether it be seminars, radio, social media posts, preset appointments. We've got a lot of different opportunities here. So if you're curious where you stand on this, give your marketer at IMES a call. They can figure out where you stand if you qualified. You do have 6 months to qualify for this. So 180 days from the day you get contracted, FIA business only, but really great opportunity for us to really partner with you and say thank you for those first piece of business by rewarding you with some more marketing opportunities. The goal here is to help you grow your business. If you grow, we grow. After that, we do move you into a marketing reimbursement program. So for every 100,000 of indexed annuity premium equals $100 put in a marketing account for you. Every 100,000 of single premium life would be $200, and every 10,000 of life target premium is equivalent to $200 as well. So just as you're continually writing business here at IMES, those marketing dollars are building. Had a lady call me the other day saying, "Hey, I never really thought about this. Do I have a balance?" And she had like over $4,000 in her account. So just a great way for us to kick back and partner with you on some of those marketing expenses. Another program we do have is a referred producer program. If you've been in the business any length of time, referrals are important in your business. They are equally as important in ours. So when you refer an agent over, instead of having to take on downline responsibilities, potential chargebacks, what we do is we can always set up a downline, don't get me wrong. But with this program is a way for us to kick back some of a little bit of the override to you as a thank you for the referral. So $50 when your referee gets contracted. And then as you can see on the screen, the ratio based on life, annuity, MIGA, single premium life. Those checks are paid out quarterly. We just sent out a batch of them the last couple of weeks, and probably Stephen Charles's favorite checks to sign, knowing that we're doing something right here enough that you guys would trust to refer your colleagues in the industry over to us. So if you've got someone you think would benefit from our services, shoot that name and phone number over to your marketer, and they'll be happy to follow up with that person for you. I always say on this slide, insurance agency marketing service. And I highlight the service because that is our #1 goal here. IMES strives to be #1 in the industry when it comes to back office support and service. We view it as if we can take some stuff off your plate, put it on ours, that is going to help you stay in the field and do what you do best. So that goes from case design, running your illustrations, getting you all the forms you need. I always like our submission to commission support. I mean, that's helping you through Firelight or whatever you need on the app to all the way till you get paid your commissions, making sure that the ladies and gentlemen both in the life and the annuity department are following up on your business every 3 to 5 days. They're calling transferring companies for you. They're chasing down APSs. They're calling the doctor's offices, getting those things pushed around or pushed forward. So, I mean, really what we can do to help move business through the pipeline faster, that is our goal. And then we also are Insurance Bay to make contracting easy. One-stop shop for contracting, minus like 2 or 3 carriers in the industry. It's really easy to just request a carrier when you're working on a case, and really is a seamless process. So really hope you feel these benefits here at IMES. Like we say, we like to work smarter, not harder. And Curtis always says you get to put us on your staff without putting us on your payroll. So we really believe that, and we want to show that to you as well. Hope you see that. If you haven't been to our website, I'm not going to bore you and go through the whole thing, but www.limesinc.com, a ton of great tools out there. You got your sales resource library, which is a library full of fact finders, client presentations, financial calculators, just a lot of great information out there. I encourage you to check that out. You can do quotes out there. We do give you access to Annuity Rate Watch, which is a tool. You know, if you call me and ask for the top MIGA rate, first thing I'm doing is pulling up Annuity Rate Watch. So you do have free access to that through our website as well. And we have different areas out there where we keep you up to date on all the rate changes coming up and just a lot of good stuff. You can sign up for our webinars, access our YouTube channel where we put all of our recorded webinars, all of that through our website. And also, it's a single sign-on for all your EAP solutions. So if you've done EAPs with us before, you're very familiar with Firelight. I will speak that if you aren't working on doing EAPs, I encourage you to make the change. The industry is shifting. But Harold could probably attest, business goes through the pipeline probably 5 to 7 days faster if you're doing an EAP. I mean, a lot of the carriers have now built it in where it's instant approvals and suitability because those metrics are built into the Firelight system. So if you haven't done it, I encourage you to rip the Band-Aid off and give it a shot. If you need someone to walk you through, I'm happy to do so. One other thing, if you've been out to our website recently, you'll see that we now have Luma, which is a all-in-one kind of annuity platform where you get live updates from the carriers on what's going on with your business. It tells you when clients are coming out of surrender, tells you when a systematic withdrawal gets processed. So a lot of great features, and that's just a platform that has a lot of different things, but that leads you out to the Firelight. So if it looks a little different and you have trouble, you want someone to walk you through it, Gigi in our office is the EAP specialist, but if you can't get her, I'd be happy to walk you through it as well. But you can do a single sign-on and do annuity, life, or Medicare apps all just using one username, one password. If you're like me, you forget them all the time, have to reset them. So it's nice to know you can have one spot to do all your business. If you haven't worked with our creative team, I encourage you to consider it. They do a phenomenal job for all of our advisors, all of our agents, both on the wealth management and the insurance side. I mean, maybe you're new to the business and you need a logo, or maybe you want to have a website, or looking to do a monthly newsletter, social media campaign. A lot of people you see in our marketing that goes out different, for example, like the roadmap to retirement, that can be branded specifically just for you and your business. So any of those things that you see put out in our marketing, you want to have it rebranded for yourself, reach out to your marketer, email the creative team. Their email is creative@imesinc.com. Let them know what you're looking for, and they'll be happy to assist you with that. I mentioned it once, but we do have Imes Wealth Management, so our sister company here in Omaha, our RIA. I'm going to talk real quickly on two platforms on this. Number one, if you're 65 registered, can get registered with us. I encourage everyone to consider this when you're going into a house and you've got 500,000 sitting on the table. Well, we know Athene's only going to be able to take 70% of that, right? So what are you doing with the other 30%? Because if you're not doing something with it, you're just allowing the opportunity for another advisor or agent to come in and potentially work that side of the business and potentially take over the client. So I think it's a really important avenue, and the wealth management team sees that as well. So we now have a client direct program as well. So maybe you're studying for your 65, or maybe you're at the end of your career and you just don't want to do it. We do have Zach and Chad who work the client direct program where they work side by side with agents who refer their clients over. They handle the wealth management portion, you handle the insurance, and you know that that client is secure and not going to be potentially taken by another advisor in the industry. So really, they do a great job. You're involved in all the meetings. You're right there with them, but they're handling the security portion and you're handling the insurance portion. If you're studying for your exam, we had one guy who was studying and was referring his clients over. When he passed and got registered, he had $4 million of assets that slid right underneath him because of all the referrals he had given us. So a good way to build those up while you're studying. So I think it's a really great opportunity. So with that, if you're interested in either platform with Imes Wealth Management, Go ahead and answer yes to the poll question. All that's going to do is generate a phone call from Duncan or Zach or Chad, and they will just go through both platforms, answer any questions you may have, and see if there's a way that they can assist you in servicing your clients. So I think it's a really great opportunity. Not all IMOs out there provide a service like this, so I think it's a really neat opportunity for those of you who maybe don't want to go down the security route but would like assistance with your clients being able to fully service them. Two more slides for me, and then I'll hand it over to Harold. Life and Annuity Academies. I firmly believe in these. I've been helping put these on for years here at IMES. It's not Annuities 101. It's not Life Insurance 101. It's how can we help you grow your business? Okay. It's going to be advanced sales. It's going to be marketing ideas. It's going to be hearing from some of our top agents what they did to go from writing 1 million to 6 million. They're there to help you and give you ideas, give you the tools they used. So I think it's a really great opportunity. If you're new to the industry, may want to give it a little time before coming in. We'd hate for all the information to go straight over your head, but it's a really great opportunity, and none less than you're rubbing elbows with 40 other agents in the industry who are doing exactly what you're doing every day. It's great to see all the agents coming together, sharing ideas, and we think it's a really great opportunity. So if you're interested, I will say no one likes to come see me here in Nebraska in the winter, so we are done doing these for the year. We will have another one after the first of the year once the snow and the cold goes away, so probably late March. But if you are interested in attending one, go ahead and answer yes to the question. We'll put you on the interested party list so that when we do come around to the next one, we'll get an invite out to all of you guys so you know what the dates are, where the location is. But we're excited to partner with different carriers like Athene on these. North American, American Equity, Equitrust, American Life. A great opportunity to meet some people from the home office as well. But they're just a really great investment of your time, and they are all expense paid. So we're covering flights, meals, and hotels. So, yeah, again, if you're interested in attending one, just go ahead and answer yes real quick, and we'll get you out the dates once we have those locked in for the first quarter. And last, my favorite thing to talk about, everyone loves trips. So we are in the middle of our qualification for Trek to Quebec. It's our top producers escape or summit, as you would call. 5 million trip credits to qualify. We're going to be going out to Quebec City. It's an 18-month qualification, so started in January, goes through June of 2025. So there's plenty of time still to qualify. If you scan the QR code on the thing, it'll kind of give you the breakdown on how you get points. And index annuities, for example, are dollar for dollar. MIGAs are a half a point. Life target premium, I think the ratio is like 12 to 1. But if you scan the QR code or if you want more information on the breakdown, reach out to your marketer. We can get you out the flyer that gives you the full breakdown. So with that, I am excited to introduce Harold. He is our regional VP over at Athene. He's here to share with you some information on Roth conversions, partial Roth conversions, and then we're going to look at the #1 selling product in the industry. So with that, Harold, you should be able to take over and share your screen.
Okay, perfect. So I wanted to offer a quick plug to our partners at IAMS. I know one of the slides that was just offered was, would you like appointment paperwork? And one thing I like to mention about some of our key partners is that it's not what I would call a standard appointment, with a carrier. And so one of the things that we bring to the table in our partnership with IAMS is resources, and that's always a key. A key factor as far as a relationship and value that the carriers and IMOs can bring to the table. And so when we talk about resources, it's not just myself, and I'm going to leave my slide up here just for a minute because I want to put Ellie's contact information there. So Ellie's our internal wholesaler. She's going to be a key day-to-day point of contact. But as business flows, as we're dealing with day-to-day operational challenges, we also have a business relationship manager that supports our friends at IAMS as well, which is a huge benefit that that provides a lot of behind the scenes support and creates a more positive experience for our agents that work through IAMS. And so great partnership with them, long-standing relationship, and that's a big reason why we're always excited to be part of these types of calls. And so the concept that we're going to be talking through today is Roth conversions, and that is something that Athene has led the charge in the industry to promote, but also leverage our annuity products and strategies to create some some levels of optimization when we are leveraging those types of strategies. And so I'm going to set the stage just a little bit because I did want to highlight one, obviously the concept, but also there is a somewhat of a perfect storm in the annuity business that's taking place, and a concept like Roth conversion is very well timed. So a couple things that some folks may not be aware of. We just got Q3 numbers as far as annuity sales. Annuity sales jumped 29% year over year in the third quarter. Record quarter after record quarter, taking place in our business. And for those that write fixed index annuities, which I know there's a lot of folks out there that do, 54% increase in index annuities. And so this is the highest quarterly sales of index annuities ever. And so as we're talking again about these types of concepts, index annuities become a very popular solution or strategy that is being used as the tools to provide Roth conversion options and things along those lines. And so as we are looking at the Athene product line, you'll notice a couple things over the last month or so, which is we're bumping up rates. We're increasing payout factors in in our income products, as well as we are increasing bonuses and adjusting suitability guidelines, all the things that myself, the team at IAMS can walk you through. And so just to kind of kick off the concept here, will taxes be higher in the future? Things to think about when we're talking about Roth conversions. Tax rates are still at historical low levels. Federal deficits still remain an issue, and Social Security is there's still some questions around it. And so these are all things that along with non-spousal inherited IRAs that go into the decision-making process. Folks as financial professionals, when we're guiding clients, these are all the things that we need to consider when we talk through the concept of Roth conversions. And then when we start looking at estate taxes and how IRAs pass to the next generation, those are also things that we want to make sure that we're looking at. Now, with the concept of or with the subject of escalating taxes, is there a strategy that we can use to for me, it's always can we provide access and control over our over the taxation and how that works. And so the answer to that is yes. When we start looking at Roth conversions, and so tax efficiency. So when we look at how can we optimize, and I like using that word because we're talking about in some cases with annuities, annuities are already tax deferred vehicles. How can we leverage tax deferral, guaranteed lifetime income, which annuities can provide as well, and then we start blending in these these types of concepts, helping clients understand best time to pay taxes and how to minimize their overall tax liability. And again, that's your role as a financial professional, as we navigate our clients through their retirement years. And so bottom line, nobody likes paying taxes. We're all trying to manage taxes. How can we help clients' assets? The old adage of working smarter versus harder. So we want to be tax efficient, tax free if possible versus taxable. And then I'm always a big proponent of we want to maintain control whenever we pay taxes. And when we say maintain control the amount, and then we're controlling the timing as well. And so 3 types of income: taxable, tax deferred, and then tax free. So the Roth conversion strategy, we're going to be converting IRA assets to Roth IRA assets over time. And so just to highlight a little bit of that opportunity, I mentioned the annuity sales, how they're booming. Just qualified accounts in general, I mean, we're still looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of $40 trillion in U.S. retirement plans. And so when we're talking about the demographics shifting, Grant Kvalheim, who is the CEO of Athene, in one of his recent addresses to the company, was talking about the shifting of accumulation and growth versus income and distribution, and how that income and distribution phase is now upon us, because we are dealing with so much money in qualified accounts, retirement accounts, and income planning is going to be a huge need, for a lot of our clients. And so, and that income planning does absolutely have to deal with, how can we, create efficiencies with, taxation and timing and control. So pay taxes today in exchange for tax-free growth and tax-free income later. And so I'll highlight that again, tax-free income later. So that's something that we'll touch on. Target ages is age 60 to 73. So we want to address clients that are before their RMDs start kicking in, and then convert to Roth IRA when marginal tax brackets are lower. Control taxes, converting just enough where we want to stay in a lower tax bracket and not bump people into higher tax brackets, where of course that is going to create an issue. So whenever we are dealing with maintaining clients' income levels into lower tax brackets, that's where we want to make sure that that they're working with their CPAs or whoever files their taxes, just to make sure that they are not putting themselves in harm's way and getting into a higher tax bracket. So and of course, minimum 5-year hold after each conversion. So the considerations: do your clients have a taxable account to pay to help pay for conversion costs? Are they going to need their traditional IRA for retirement income? If so, and when? And that's where some product choices could come into play, where if we're looking at something that might provide income sooner, now or soon, versus income later or income never. So those are all things that we want to be mindful of. And then will tax rates be higher at distribution versus contribution? And I think that is somewhat of an old school mindset that when I got into the business 25 years ago, the assumption is that when you retire, you were always going to be in a lower tax bracket, or I should say the majority of folks were going to be in a lower tax bracket. But if we do a good job as far as helping our clients, there are going to be a lot of cases where their retirement income is going to be within the range of what their pre-retirement income was. And so we want to make sure that we are still looking at, how can we, again, mitigate taxes along the way. So the Roth conversion strategy, again, not for every client. Tax-free growth, tax-free distributions, and RMDs are not required. So all benefits inherent to Roth IRAs, not just within annuities, but just Roth IRAs in general. And then for the beneficiaries, they will get a tax-free distribution. And so additional considerations that we want to make sure, depending on where you live, some states may partially or totally exclude retirement income, from state income tax. So we want to be including state taxes in the consideration. So prior to joining Athene, I actually worked at one of the largest banks and worked with a lot of clients in New York, in California, as well as states like Florida, and I live in Arizona, where the state tax situations are going to be very different. And so the planning conversations in some of the states where there are going to be higher state taxes definitely included the the concept of how can we we want to be mindful of the state tax situation. So again, just want to make sure that we've mentioned that. RMDs are not required for Roth IRAs, other than inherited Roths. And then inherited Roth IRAs generally don't incur any income taxes, which can benefit beneficiaries. Taxes paid on a Roth IRA may help reduce estate taxes or the size of a taxable estate. And then for married couples with incomes greater than 250,000 may be subject to a 3.8% Medicare surtax. So again, these are the things that we want to make sure that we're all taking into consideration, and then there may be costs to consider, when converting. And so when costs, depending on the vehicle that they might be in, there might be, surcharges or other things that we want to make sure that we're aware of before clients make those types of decisions. Okay, so post-tax cuts and job acts, lower tax brackets, clients who do not plan to spend IRA assets in retirement, more likely to be in the same or higher income tax brackets. And so those are the ones that we're talking about as far as, the IRA money is more rainy day funds, or it's there if they need supplemental income, not necessarily guaranteed, monthly income, or it might be something that they earmark for, really for the next generation or charities, and so, those are, for those types of clients, they are definitely going to have, a tax situation that we want to, address, where Roth conversions could provide some, some substantial benefits. Here's the sample case: John and Jane, a married couple, both age 65, income 105,000. Married, filed jointly. They're the 22% tax bracket, and John has 250,000 in IRAs. The assumptions here: they're going to stay in the 22% tax bracket, and John is a healthy person who's going to live through life expectancy, passes away at age 90. Okay, so the traditional IRA can be taxed in 3 ways. So these are, key features or key characteristics to be aware of. When funds are withdrawn, that incurs, a taxable, event. Reinvested in when RMDs are taken, reinvested into a taxable account, those are still taxable. And at death, when the traditional IRA passes away, it's taxable. So, for the beneficiaries, a lump sum death benefit is taxed. If we stretch it where, due to the Secure Act 2.0, a stretch IRA can only be stretched for a maximum of 10 years. And so we want to be able to, manage that as far as, understanding that we can spread it out over a 10-year period only. And if the beneficiary is Jane, there is additional flexibility where, if she still wants to take the lump sum, that is going to be taxable. But if we want to continue it under a spousal, assumption of the contract, that'll continue and tax it as funds are withdrawn. And then, Jane can take it as an inherited IRA as well, depending on, which would be the more beneficial route for her. And so without a Roth conversion, here are the things that we want to make sure that we're considering. So 80,000 and change of taxes paid on RMDs through age 90, 27,000 and change of taxes paid on growth of reinvested RMDs, and then 72,500 of taxes paid by beneficiaries on remaining traditional IRA value at John's death at age 90. So in total, 180,500 of aggregate taxes paid on a $250,000 traditional IRA. So not a lot of efficiency there, and definitely some room for us to provide, a better strategy, a better solution to, mitigate some of those taxes for, for John, as well as the beneficiaries. And so a couple things that we want to make sure that we know, no withdrawals. It's just RMDs, assuming RMDs, are at age 73, and then the RMDs, after tax return is 3.75%. So here's what it would look like where if we did the Roth conversion, and we would take in over 2023 through 2026, $40,000 per year. So the conversion then at that point would be, 289,000. Again, we're going to assume 5%, 5% growth, no withdrawals, and taxes are the converted amounts are paid from other funds, so other, other accounts, and there's no changes in the tax code. So with a series of partial Roth conversions, here's what taxes would look like 289,000 of traditional IRA converted to Roth IRA, $63,758 of total taxes paid on the amounts, and then a tax savings of 100,000 or a 55% reduction by just moving it from traditional IRA qualified account to to a Roth IRA strategy. So 116,748 of tax savings by just implementing this strategy. So again, huge benefits, and in a lot of cases, clients are familiar with what a Roth IRA is. They may not, or most of the time, they're not going to be familiar with conversion options and how that would work or benefit them. So again, some of the assumptions. Okay, and so when we're talking through, federal income tax brackets, I won't spend too much time on this one. And a side note, I will share this presentation and a couple other material pieces with Laura, so that can be distributed as needed. And so Roth conversion, so benefits again, tax-free income or tax-free, tax-free income to use retirement with flexibility of choice. And then for the financial professional, again, deepening the relationship with the clients, you're creating positive outcomes. And when we do those types of things, it creates more referrals, creates more opportunities. And so, again, great opportunity. Timing wise, we have until December 31st, again, to make sure that we, implement these strategies, for the clients that, can benefit from these. Roth conversion opportunity, again, tax rates on distribution are going to be greater than tax rates during contribution. We're going to use traditional IRA assets that aren't going to be that won't be needed for retirement. Taxable accounts exist to pay for the conversion, and then save using traditional IRAs or 401ks when marginal tax rates are higher. So convert to Roth IRAs when marginal tax rates are lower, and then we're going to look at that age range of 60s to age 73. So here are the three other pieces that I'll be sharing along with this presentation. So we have a flyer, a one-pager. We have our Roth IRA conversion, our job aid to walk you through what the process looks like, as well as any type of frequently asked questions. We have a piece to go along with that as well. And so a couple things that I was going to add as far as making sure that we take this concept and how we can apply it. And so with Athene, Athene is the largest individual annuity carrier in the business. So last year, 2023, $35.5 billion in sales. And so not just the leader, but a leader by a pretty wide margin. And that was due to, I would say, a number of things. One, obviously the rate environment helped. The Athene distribution is very healthy. We cast a very wide net, not just through independents and agents, but also through banks, wirehouses, firms like that. But it has universal appeal. One is because we have competitive pricing. Products perform. In 2023, of the top 10 performing index strategies, Athene had 5 of them. And so not only are we getting competitive pricing, but now we're getting competitive performance to stack on top of that. So again, a lot of great statements that clients are getting 12 months later and 24 months later. Renewal rate integrity has been very strong. And so Athene has a number of things that we can kind of hang our hat on. And then shift to 2024. Again, we're talking about the income opportunity, planning for income and distribution. We've reintroduced our SPIA, which is our Activate product for income needs, as well as when we look at these types of sales concepts where we're going to convert Roth IRAs to more RMD based income strategies where we can optimize income. We can use products like our Performance Elite. And so we just Laura mentioned top selling product. We just bumped the bonus on that on our on our Performance Elite 10 up to a maximum of 20% upfront premium bonus. So again, I'll say that 20% premium bonus. Again, we want to be mindful of states, but up to a maximum of 20%, on top of, again, competitive performance and index strategies, as well as we boosted our income payout factors for clients that are looking for lifetime income. So for those clients that are looking to convert IRA assets to Roth IRA assets, where we are now going to look at getting lifetime income, but now tax-free lifetime income, you're not going to find a more competitive suite of income products now than what Athene provides. And so we boosted the payout factors on our Ascent Pro products. We boosted the upfront income rider bonus on our Agility up to 50%. And for any of the income rider refinancing that's going on out there, where we're looking at our clients that have held annuities for a few years or longer than a few years, where it might be an opportunity for them to create a higher guaranteed income stream, leveraging newer price products. We are able to take a number of replacement opportunities, and I would say again, leverage myself, Ellie, the annuity desk, our partners at IAMS, to talk through those types of opportunities. And so, Laura, with that, I'm gonna pause.
Chime in. I'm gonna chime in real quick on that replacement thing, because I've been talking to a lot of agents about asking about different marketing strategies. And if you've been in the business for any length of time, your marketing strategy is sitting in your filing cabinet. I'm telling you right now. I mean, when I'm looking at some of these replacements I'm doing from back policies that were maybe written 18, 19, even replacing some from 20, where clients are stuck in a 1.2% fixed, we're moving them over to 3. Their cap over there was 3. We're going to 6 or 7. I mean, this is a time where carriers are welcoming this business because they understand that we are doing what's in the best interest of the client. We're putting them in a much better growth opportunity in doing this replacement. So, I mean, I've had agents email me 20 statements at a time. You need to have questions. If we can do it, give me a call. I know the guidelines, but with those big bonuses, that's a great opportunity where we can cover surrender charges, MVA, even if there's some bonus recapture there. There's a good opportunity that we can find sales that are sitting in your cabinet and at the same time be doing what's best for the client. So just my little plug on that. One other thing I will say about the partial Roth conversions with Athene is they make it easy. It's all about making your job easier. Knowing that you can fill out a one-page form, send it in, conversion's done. We talk about filling up those tax brackets. So each year when you go meet with your client around this time of year, okay, where are we at income-wise? How much can we convert without bumping you? And you do a one-page form, well, two-page form maybe with a signature, but really easy for you to do that business and help your clients. So with that, Harold, I appreciate your time. If anyone has any case design or anything they need, give me a call. I'd be happy to help you. And I hope everyone has a fantastic Thursday.
Thank you, everybody.